The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
All right. Calm down, Raider fans. Relax. It was just one game. The Raiders are now 2-1. Please do not cry. Crying is not a good look on a Raider fan anyway. And no, I'm not saying quarterback Derek Carr played well. But if you think he's the reason why the Raiders lost last Sunday, then you don't know football. You cannot win a football game giving up 250 yards rushing. Patrick Mahomes can't win like that. Aaron Rodgers can't win like that. You bring back Brett Favre, he can't win like that. You bring back Dan Marino, he can't win like that. You bring back John Unitas, John Elway, I don't care who it is, they can't win like that. The main thing that needs to be fixed on the Raiders is the defense. The Raiders are 2-1 despite giving up 30 points per game. Let that marinate a minute. But it's not all doom and gloom. The Raiders will get much better on defense as they get healthy. The Raiders are getting gouged in the running game because of the injury to middle linebacker Nick Kwiatkowski. They gave up a rushing touchdown to Christian McCaffrey while he was in there in week 1. But when Kwiatkowski was in the game, McCaffrey only averaged 3.6 yards per carry. It was tough sledding in there for him when the Polish Power was in the game. Kwiatkowski does play the run well himself, but it wasn't just about that. He got the defense lined up and he called out all the run fits. So most of the time he was in there, the Raiders were all in their run fits. Now it's Nick Morrow's turn to call the defense, and guys weren't in their gaps and they were getting gouged. And it didn't get any easier in week 2 as they had to face Alvin Kamara. Then against the Patriots, Corey Littleton was the mic, and that didn't work out so well either. Littleton is obviously a good linebacker, but he's not a true mic, and I think all the responsibility of calling a defense that's foreign to him got to him. I mean, come on, he's always been good in coverage, right? Well, not lately he hasn't been. And he's a little indecisive against the run. He's letting the fight get taken to him. Oh, that's the price for thinking too much. Next thing you know, he's missing easy work like this sack here. And certainly he can tackle a guy like Rex Burkhead in the open field, right? Nope, not Sunday he couldn't. He'll be better when Kwiatkowski gets back. One guy I'm really starting to wonder about is Malik Collins. I never thought he was a run stuffer, but I didn't think he was that bad either. He just recently lost 30 pounds, so I wonder if that had an effect on his stoutness. Oh, he lost the weight so he can rush the passer better. So he's going to be a great pass rusher, right? Well, he has hit the quarterback a couple of times. Big man with spin move. I like big men with spin moves. But unfortunately, that hasn't meant much in the way of pressure or a sack. He was number 5 in the NFL last year in pass rush win rate. Was that because of the whack NFC East competition? We move on to first round pick Damon Arnette, whom I still believe is going to be a good player. But unfortunately, as he goes with his man in motion, he's not there quite yet. Oh, that's what an NFL double move looks like, rookie. He's not going to be far off his man here, but he just doesn't make the play. And just like he fell for that double move, he fell for the fake bubble. All right, he's going to catch and make the tackle. Damn. In 2019 first round pick Jonathan Abram is having problems making tackles in the open field. Oh. That's fixable. All he has to do is break down. So he's going to do it now, right? Nope. And the loss of a couple is going to turn into a big gain. But don't get it twisted. He is a good tackler. I don't know what happened to him in that game. He can play the run from the box, and he can come up from the back end. Oh. Here he's forced to turn it back in, and there's nobody there to make the play. So he runs himself back into the play and helps make it. That's going to be a fumble eventually. Thanks to Abram, consider this screen sniffed out. Now he's single high. He's going to end up getting his hands on one. Damn. Almost. But he's going to get his first one right here, floating around on Cam Newton. Oh man, don't try to hit the corner on him. He's too fast for all that. And with all that speed, he can bring that heat on a safety blitz. He's a good versatile player that's going to do a lot for that defense. Now we're on to Maurice Hurst, who should be starting over Collins. He got his first sack of the season in week 1. Oh, let me rub the belly. In week 2, he forced an interception. On a little over half the pass rush snaps, Hurst has the same amount of pressures as Collins and 3 times the quarterback hits. And he's acquitting himself against the run, being undersized and all. Watch this get off here. Then he comes back and makes a play. He can get down the line and disengage. And he's a little too quick and smart for you to run this play on him. Now we're on to Max Crosby, who was getting held without the call in week 1. He's looking right at him and really wasn't trying to call that. Then in week 2, they at least called the hold. He also batted one down in the game, which is just as good as a sack for no gain. Then in week 3, he got loose. That's 1 for hustling. And that's 2 for the handwork, speed, and bend. 2019 number 4 overall, Clelin Ferrell is going to have himself a nice breakout game soon. For one, he's faster. Watch the closing speed here. Watch the move here. He's really ready to break out. I think he'd at least have 1 sack by now if he only played end. Okay, make that 2 if you had a little more bend. But you can see it all coming together for him. Watch the speed again as he helps force an interception. Arden Key came back with some extra burst too. He's the reason why they kick Ferrell inside on passing downs. See that push-pull? He's the most skilled rusher the Raiders have. The quarterback's going to step up here, but I still love the burst. Watch the hands on this one. He's going to have a breakout game soon too. You can see it all coming together for him too. He just needs for the Raiders to stop the run. You can't rush the passer until you stop the run. Now watch this bend. Oh, and he's 6'5" with long arms too, so good luck trying to throw over him. Now we're on to Mr. Shutdown Corner himself, Trayvon Mullen. He was cool in his first game, preventing the touchdown. Then in week 2 he got touched up a little bit and gave up a touchdown. Then in week 3, Cam Newton went at him. And it was denial. After denial. After denial. Alright, let me just tell you. Pro Football Focus gave him credit for 4 pass breakups on 5 targets, and he allowed 1 catch for 8 yards. I'm telling you, it's all coming together for these youngsters. Kwiatkowski's injury is a big blow that has resulted in misalignments and people getting out of the run fit. It has also affected the play of Littleton, who has replaced him. As for the kid Arnett, he's going to be alright. Remember, it took Mullen a while to figure it out last year. Hurst needs to replace Collins in the pass rush, but otherwise, they're starting to get there. Crosby arrived to the 2020 season with 2 sacks last week. Key is getting close to a breakout game. And leave Ferrell alone. He's starting to get the hang of playing 2 positions on the defensive line and showing some serious closing speed while at it. And Abram has been balling. He just needs to break down when he tackles. Thank you for watching. See you next time.